everyone, in these three problems we're going to find the value of x, and we're using the angle bisector theorem, and in case of the first one we're using the converse of the angle bisector theorem. So basically for the first one, the converse of the angle bisector theorem, if we sum it up, is you have to know before that you can say that these two angles are congruent, or that this ray bisects this angle, is that these two lines are perpendicular and these two segments are perpendicular to each other. You also need to know that these two sides are congruent. Since it's marked that it is, then we know that these two angles are congruent. That means we can set them equal to each other. So we can say 5x minus 2 equals 4x plus 5. And we're going to subtract 4x from both sides of the equation. Add 2 to both sides. And you get x equals 7. So if you plug in 7, you're going to get 5 times 7 minus 2, that's 35 minus 2 degrees. So that's 33 degrees here, and this will also be 33 degrees. Okay, the next one, we're basically using the angle bisector theorem, and that just states that we know that we have the perpendicular lines here, and then we also have this ray, and we know that angles are congruent. So that means these two sides are congruent. So just set them equal to each other. And we're going to get 8x minus 9 equals 4x plus 3. Subtract 4x from both sides. Add 9 to both sides. Alright, so those two cancel and you get 4x equals 12. Divide both sides by 4 and you get x is 3. So that's all we had to do is find it. So x is 3. But just to show, plug in 3 here. You get 4 times 3 is 12 plus 3, so this will be 15. Plug in 3 here. You're going to get 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Minus 9 also equals 15. So these two sides are congruent. And we're going to do the same thing with number 9. So number 9, it's just like this one. These two angles are congruent. And we have these are perpendicular. These lines are perpendicular. We know this is an angle bisector here from this point. This ray here. So these two sides here are congruent. So set them equal to each other. Subtract 3x. Add 17. Alright, and then you're going to get 3x equals 24. So x equals 8. And that's all they want. And you can plug it in and check to see that they work out. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.